Welcome back to the Sports News Analysis YouTube channel. My name is Mike. I'm continuing my Week 10 previews and analysis. This video is for the game between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. This game will take place out in Green Bay. And obviously the big news of NFL Week 10 comes, one of the big storylines comes from that Monday night game where Aaron Rodgers suffers a small fracture in his collarbone. He'll miss 3 weeks. You can make the argument that if he was going to miss 3 weeks this season, this might be the right 3 weeks for him to miss, considering they have Philly, the Giants, and the Vikings here in these 3 weeks, 2 out of the 3 games at home. While certainly you never want to lose a guy like Rodgers, we'll see how they're able to stem the tide here against 3 teams that I think they might be even with or better than even with Rodgers out here. And one thing Green Bay is going to have to do though with Rodgers out is run the football. They've seen a rebirth in their running attack. Even on Monday night, Eddie Lacy ran the ball well. Look for the combination of him and James Starks. Look for Seneca Wallace to be better. I'm not saying he's going to be great, but I don't think he's going to be any worse than he was the other night. Once he gets a week of practice in here, becomes a little bit more familiar with his weapons. Also, from the Philadelphia standpoint, they still let up over 300 yards of passing per game. I'm not saying Wallace is going to throw for over 300 yards. I'm just saying there's obviously plenty of holes in that Eagles defense that I think he can exploit if given time. On the Eagles side, look, Nick Foles, 7 touchdown passes last week, ties an NFL record. They dominate Oakland at Oakland, something I certainly didn't see coming. From Nick Foles, obviously what you want to see is him do it again. Him do it for the 2nd week in a row. Even though Chip Kelly has been non-committal to him as the long-term starter, you would think at minimum he's going to start next week, this week, against Green Bay. So can he be consistent? Can he stay healthy, first of all, for 2 games in a row? And can he be not 7 touchdowns, but can he manage the game, go on the road against a better team in Green Bay and pull out a win? And certainly a better defense in Green Bay, a defense that I think is going to bottle up LaShawn McCoy. I think their game plan is going to be, like a lot of teams have when Michael Vick hasn't been the quarterback for the Eagles, try to bottle up LaShawn McCoy and see if Nick Foles can beat them. Now, the Raiders got burnt last week. Nick Foles killed them. Can he be consistent? Throw at a high completion percentage in this Chip Kelly offense? Because as I've been saying for weeks, if you listen to this channel, people are under the misconception you need a running quarterback in Chip Kelly's offense. You can get along just fine with a quarterback who's accurate. And we saw that last week, obviously, in a big way with Nick Foles' performance. I worry about that Philadelphia defense against an offense that I think is going to basically start, pulling out all the stops. Maybe a little bit of wildcat, a lot of rollouts with Seneca Wallace, maybe some planned runs with Seneca Wallace. Again, heavily involved in the running game. I think you're going to see a lot of different wrinkles from Mike McCarthy that the Eagles haven't seen yet. And I will see how that plays out in this game. I think it's a big advantage that Green Bay is at home. They've had a next man up mentality all season if you followed this team. Most notably on the defensive side of the ball and with the receiving core. And I think that's going to continue this week. I think they're just as good as Philadelphia, even without Aaron Rodgers, because of how solid their defense has been and how good their running game has been. I don't think you can discount that, and I expect a little bit better game out of Seneca Wallace. And look, I really haven't seen these Philadelphia quarterbacks, no matter who it's been, play consistently for more than 1 week in a row. And I don't like that defense. So give me Green Bay -1 at home to beat Philadelphia. Guys, let me know what you think. Hit me up in the YouTube comments. Hit me up on Twitter at SNewsAnalysis. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. I preview and recap every game every week, and I'm always talking the news of the day in the NFL. So be sure to subscribe. Thanks for listening. Have a great night.